welcome to this class. Let's see what is grammar. Grammar is the correct rule of speaking, writing, reading, and listening. In grammar, we have a very important point which is tenses. We just gonna explain and see what simple past tense is. Simple past is used to talk about completed action in the past, the work that has been completed, the action that has been completed in the past. For example, I talked to my friend yesterday. Let's see how it is structured in a sentence. It is the subject plus verb to plus complement. Subject means the doer of an action, plus verb to means the second form of the verb, not the best form of the verb, plus complement. For example, I walked on the grass yesterday, or I wrote my homework yesterday. What is subject? Subject is called as the doer of an action, someone who does a verb, someone who is doing an action. And subjects can be I, we, they, you, he, she, it. I worked, we worked, they worked, you worked, he worked, she worked, it worked. Now we will come to the next part, which is the V2 or verb to or second form of the verb. As you got that the structure is subject plus verb to or past form of the verb or second form of the verb plus complement. The words like walk, which ends with K or which a consonant, we simply add ed to have the second form of the word, the verb. The verbs which ends with E, we simply add the word D to get the second form of the verb. But there are some exceptions while we are writing the second form of the verb. For example, the verb cry, which ends with Y, but before Y there is a consonant which is R. So we just simply remove the Y and we add I instead of Y and we add ed. So like the next simple word and the next sample is study. Study, we remove the Y and add I instead of Y and we add ed. Sometimes in a word, when the word ends with a consonant, but before the consonant is a vowel, but before the vowel is one another consonant, we double the last consonant and we add ed. For example, the word stop, stopped. Like the word plan, planned. In the word stop, p is doubled and we added ed. Or in the word plan, n is doubled and we add ed. These are some exceptions in the verb to or second form of the verb that everyone should remember. If you know one another word, just write it in the comment section. And the other most important thing in the simple past tense is the expression of the time. We can express the time in the form of present past, like yesterday, 2 hours ago, last night. We can also say it in a distant past, like long time ago, 20 years ago. And we can express one action in one sentence, like she talked to her boss. Or we can add many actions in one sentence, or we can say many actions of the past in the past, like he invited his friends, ordered pizza, and watched TV. 3 actions are done in the past. So in this part, the sentence is showing that how we can use the subject plus past form of the verb or verb to with the time expression, like I worked last week, we worked last week, it worked last week. He worked last week. And one another very important thing in the verb form is the regular form and the irregular form of the verb. See the word like work, we added ed. The word clean, we added ed. The word watch, we added ed to take the second form, or to write the second form of the verb. But if you write the word see, we cannot write seed to change it into second form of the verb. Or the word buy, we cannot say buy there, because these are irregular verb. So the very initial step that you need to take in irregular verb is that you have to observe the word, you have to recognize, and you have to memorize that these are the irregular verb and these are the form of the verb. Like the word go, change into went, see, saw, buy, bought, and many others are there that you need to learn. This is a sample that you can review all. Like the word be can change to was or were if it is singular was, or it's plural were. Like came, go, went, say, said, ran, buy, bought, sell, sold. So the only way to remember the irregular verbs is to memorize and observe to recognize it. Now, concluding what you have reviewed already, just write one simple past sentence in the comment if you have understood. Thank you.